Hello students, how are you? Today we have our English class. Okay? All of you open your books, open your textbook. First chapter we have completed, do you know? Some of you don't attend. First lesson we have completed. What is that first lesson? Chipko movement, right? Very good. Chipko movement. The poem we will do now. Yes? The poem we will do. It is about the effect of global warming. Yes? It is about the global warming. What is global warming? Temperature increasing. Increasing of temperature on the earth. Why the temperature is increasing? Because of cutting of trees. Increasing of industries. And pollution increasing. Pollution emitted by the factories. Yes? And land polluting. Water polluting. And day by day, for increasing population, more and more trees are cutting and constructing companies, roads, factories, houses, bridges, etc. So due to that, in coming up now 30 years after, if you see whatever the small part of the forest left, even that too also may be exhausted. And one day there will be no tree at all. Isn't it not? Such a serious situation may arise. When there is no forest, no tree, then there will be no life also. So underground water also will be exhausted. If there is no tree, no water, no air, and no life at all. So here is a conversation between a small boy and the poetess. Conversation between a boy and a poetess. Yes? They are discussing, both are discussing about the global warming. Yes? So let us start the poem. The Effect of Global Warming by Alexandra Romanzuk. What is this poet's name? Alexandria Romanzik. Alexandria Romanzik. What is the name of the poem? The Effect of Global Warming. See, the temperature is keep increasing. The sun is burning. Can you see the picture now? You can see this. The sun is burning. They are giving more and more temperature. If trees are there, they'll be observing some of the temperature. Isn't it not? And underground water also will be there. If the trees are not there, there will be no underground water and the temperature will be severe, extreme temperature will get. Little bit underground water, whatever left also will be exhausted. Isn't it not? See, this is the earth. So, on the earth there is no tree at all. Imagine some 50 years after, still the population may be tripled. Or 10 times the population might have grown. Or some 30, 40 times the population might have grown. And then, how they will live? So, the whatever small part left over also they might cut down for constructing their houses. And for the growing population, more schools are required, more companies are required. Isn't it not? To all that, so they keep on cutting. One day the land will become land with all companies, yeah, with all companies, industries, and pollution getting from these companies, chemical waters, whatever they are living out. So it has become a barren. And see that the land has completely cracked like this. Yes, the land is completely cracking. When the land will crack? If there is no water. If there is no water, the land will be cracking. Isn't it? No? So, the land has cracked. See, whole companies are there and there is no plant at all and completely filled with pollution. And due to this pollution, the temperature more extremely increasing. Due to this increasing, whatever the ice, in the polar regions, ice will be there. Isn't it? The glaciers also melting. Yes? So, there are no villages at all. No water at all. So people are not at all there, exhausted. There are no forest, no animal. So many animals existing. Yeah, many people, many animals existing, people existing. Simply that dried, barren land is left like this. Yes. So about this, the small boy is asking the madam. Let us see this their conversation. The Effect of Global Warming by Alexandria Romanzik. Yes, Alexandria Romanzik. One day a child walked up to me. Excuse me, ma'am, what is the tree? So the small boy is asking, what is it? So he don't know, he never saw a tree. How the tree will be? You know what is a tree? Yes, it have a green leaves, it will be giving fruits. Yes, yeah, many more things it will give. The tree mostly give oxygen, which is very, very required to every human being. Isn't it not, children? Yes. Now this boy don't know. He is asking, what is a plant? One day a child walked up to me. Excuse me, ma'am, what is a tree? I told him that years ago, tall plant dotted the horizon. Dotted the horizon means the man's telling that the poetess is telling to the boy that tree means it is something very tall. It touches the sky. Horizon means it is a line where the earth and sky touches. When you see to the sky, you will notice that the sky and the land meeting a point, meeting a line is called horizon. So she told that the long, very, very tall tree which is touching the sky. Yes, she told that. I told him that the year ago tall plant dotted the horizon. He did not understand. The boy did not understand what has asked. Yes, what the he couldn't understand what the madman has told to him. I could not explain. So she's saying that how can I explain to this boy? Actually, it is a very lengthy thing which I cannot explain to him and he may not understand it. Yes? He did not understand and I could not explain. And so the curious boy looked up at me and smiled. So the boy is looking to the man and he has smiled. Yes, it was what the man has told, what the poetess has told. He couldn't understand it. Yes, and so curious the boy looking up at me and smiled. The boy telling me smile that I learned in school today that the sky used to be blue, not grey. Yes, the boy telling that in the school I have learned that the sky is in the blue color, but why it is grey in color? Yes, the boy is asked the ma'am that why the color of the sky is not blue and why it is grey. Ma'am, why is it not so today? He's asking that today why? Why it is grey in color? So once upon a time it was blue in color, but presently why it is grey in color? Yes? Can you tell me why it has changed into grey color? Because of the pollutions coming out, emitting out by the industries, vehicles, etc. The blue of the sky is changed into grey in color. I looked at his cherubic face. How could I disappoint this day? So this boy is, the poetess is telling that. He's so curious to know about the reason why it has turned like that. So, the poetess do not want to disappoint the boy and tell him that it was the fault of the womankind. Yes. So Alexandria is telling that it was the fault of the human beings. So this, whatever the pollution causing or the change of the color changing the color of the sky, who is responsible for this? So poetess is telling that man himself is responsible for this. Yes, man, for his requirements, he keep on cutting the forest and polluting the land, polluting the water, and due to this, everything is exhausted. Trees exhausted, water exhausted, the glaciers, the ice melted, there is no water, no plant. So man is responsible for this. For this, he asked about the forest and the extinct creatures. In the forest is there, you can see it, many more animals. Today we don't even know. Many more animals. Only very few animals we know. Even that too we are watching them in the zoo. Otherwise, we don't even know. There are innumerable number of animals out there which were extinct and we don't even know. Isn't it not so? The boy is asking the reason what happened to those creatures which are extinct in the forest and touched from the poles. So even in the polar regions also so many animals. But today there is no glaciers even in the polar region also. Yes, polar regions are the very coldest ones where you can see a lot of glaciers, you can see ice, you can see. But today we are not even seeing anything. Even the glaciers are melted and the water has dried up. There is no water, no plant. So there is no animal at all. And just as we were speaking, boom, boom, boom. Yes, just simply we are telling that we are something we have developed. We have grown. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Yes, we are just telling it. But actually we didn't do anything. We simply spoiled the earth. The last glacier fell into the sea, saying that only one glacier left over. Glacier means what? A snowy mountain. A snowy mountain which floats on the water. That only one left. Even that one also fall down. So the last glacier fell into the sea. It fell pulling off of the last city on the earth with it. Only one city left, even that is also flooded away by the glacier due to this extreme temperature. So that means even that one city also left, means immersed in the water completely. So there is no life on the earth. And how? Me. This is global warming. This is the work of humanity. So this is the global, who is responsible for this? So this is called global warming, where everything distinct, everything exhausted, everything distinct, no life remained. So this is all the work done by human beings. Yes, this is all the work done by man. Understood, everybody? Shall we have one reading? The Effect of Global Warming by Alexandria Romanzo. Yes, Alexandria Romanzo. Yes, everybody repeat after me, Nana. One day a child walked up to me. Excuse me, ma'am, what is a tree? I told him that years ago, tall plants dotted the horizon. As he did not understand, and I could not explain. And so the curious boy looked up at me and smiled. I learned in school today that the sky used to be blue, not grey. Ma'am, why is it not so today? I looked at his cherubic face. Yes, cherubic means innocent. The boy is just looking to the poetess with an innocent face. He's having a number of doubts. How could I disappoint this state? Yes? So the poet is thinking that the boy want answer. But how can